What type of swimming do you like better, pool or ocean swimming?
These days I prefer open water swimming, just from the sheer fact that I don't like going to a 5-day meet and having to warm up 10 times. Yeah, I did used to love pool swimming, but open water is definitely where I like it at the moment.
How old were you when you got your first national medal?
At Div 2s I was 15, but at Div 1s, because at Div 2s of course there's still all the other 40 odd, 50 odd swimmers that's better than you. But at NAGS, the first one I won was I was 18, and I won, I think it was like silver in the 400 AM and like a gold by 0.03 of a second in the 200 breaststroke. So those are my first and only national age group medals.
What was your biggest achievement as a kid?
So am I considered a kid now? Because can I say making the Olympics, or my first New Zealand team? I went to the Youth Commonwealth Games in the Isle of Man, and we got bronze in the 4x100 IM relay. And that's probably the biggest. Yeah.
What's your routine before a race?
So usually I try to get to the pool about 2 hours before I race, and I start off by swinging my arms and stretching, doing a bit of core activation, skipping, kind of getting warm outside of the water, and then I get into the water and I do my warm up, and I try and do my pace half an hour before I'm going to swim, and then I get out quickly, change, and that doesn't really give me much time, that half an hour slot, to get to marshalling and marshal, and then get into the race. Yeah.
How many hours of swimming do you do each week?
So I do either 9 or 10 sessions of swimming, and they kind of range between 2.5 to 3 hours of swimming. Yeah. So and then I do 3 gym sessions on top of that, and a couple of circuits and skipping sessions as well. Yeah.
Do you get tired of like travelling back and forth from New Zealand to Australia?
Yeah, sometimes you get tired, but you don't get tired of the opportunities to travel around the world. And soon I'm going to be going to America, and I just got back from Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore. I've been here, this is my 4th time in the last few months. I think the opportunities are always fantastic. You never ever get tired of travelling. But last night I was pretty tired from the plane and the 3-hour bus ride here. Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've done during an important swim?
The most embarrassing thing was the first national team I made. That was the Trans-Tasman team, where we go over and compete against Australia in a series of 3 meets. And at the second meet, on the first day, I was swimming the 200 free and the 200 medley. And I was like, okay, cool, the 200 medley's up first. So I was all ready, and I was up on the blocks, and I was really focused, and I dived in and I did my first 25 meters butterfly, and I touched the wall, and I turned and looked, and everybody else was doing freestyle tumble turns, and I was like, oh crap. So I just pushed off the wall, and I swam the rest of the race freestyle, and I got a huge bollocking from my coach, and that was probably it really. Everybody laughed, but I did really well, so it was a learning experience. Yeah.
Were you a good age group swimmer throughout your younger years? And do you think it's important to be a good age group swimmer to be good when you're older?
I was never a good age group swimmer. I kind of never made the age group times until I was 16. That was the first year that I made it. I think if you are a good age group swimmer, that's a big bonus. But I think if you are not that good, I think there's definitely tons of room for you to, you just have to believe in yourself. If you want to do something, you have to go out and grab it, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it.